So, adding to the collection of DC's Trash Fire, I Am Not Starfire has officially got a release date, and oh boy are the roasts going to be hilarious when this comes out. So here's the release date on Twitter. I mean, DC's got full confidence in this Trash Fire, right? This is going to be another crash and burn for DC. Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. It's to no surprise the American comic book industry continues to crash and burn. DC obviously thinking that this book, I Am Not Starfire, that is going to be introducing Starfire's goth teen daughter, and this is a trash fire. It's gonna be. It's a trash fire inbound, I guarantee it, because you look at the stuff that DC has been producing for the past several years now. It's been terrible. You know, it's been riddled with politics. It's been, nothing but destroying and desecrating all over characters people have known and love. It's about trying to push their agendas and everything. Go by check boxes. It's not about telling you a good story or anything that will entice you as the reader to come back for more. Nothing creative, just nonsense, just trash. And, funny thing is that this is supposed to be about Starfire's daughter. Now, for those of you who do not know, Starfire, in the comics, she actually does marry Dick Grayson, the first Robin, or Nightwing, and they have a child named Nightstar. So, kind of funny that they're like, oh yeah, well we gotta make a brand new comic, and introduce her daughter that's, how can I explain this? That's definitely not the beautiful and attractive Nightstar. Let me show you. This little goblin creature right here, this thing. This is what they think is gonna sell. And it turns out to actually be the self-insert of the writer themselves. This is typically what you'll see. Basically the writer will self-insert themselves into these books. And Jesus Christ, is it always terrible when they do. Or they will basically just destroy the characters that you know and love. So, either A, you're going to get the self-insert, or B, you're going to get something terrible. But they think that this little goblin creature right here, they think that this is going to be breaking and save the comic book industry. So they did reveal when the release date for this is going to be. Turns out it's going to be July 27th, because everybody knows this is going to be a trash fire. But it gets better, okay? Alright, so with the reveal date, what was the one thing they did to really show they have faith in this? I mean, just really prove it. Well, get ready for this. They made sure that only people they allowed to reply can reply to this. That means nobody. So, instead of listening to feedback, right? No, they want to shut out any feedback because they know that this is getting extreme backlash. So they don't want to listen to the feedback at all. Rather than trying to improve, no, they believe, let's just fail up the stairs, because they think that this is going to be the thing that beats manga. Yeah, right. Oh, it's only going to make manga win even more. It's going to make manga boom further. And if you look at the trailer, look at this, it gets worse and worse. 11,000 dislikes on this terrible trailer. They're getting completely bodied. 1,300 likes to 11,000 dislikes as of the recording of this video. And it gets better, because if you thought it ended there, oh no, they turned off their comments, because nothing says I have faith in a product more than turning off your comments. Shows how much faith DC has in this product, because they have absolutely zero faith in this. They realize this is going to be a disaster when it comes out. It's going to flop, and it's going to flop hard. And they are nothing more than a company that hires based off checkboxes. They don't have any talent of creativity because they don't care to search for that. It's not about trying hard to them, because the way they see it is, oh look, we'll fail up the stairs. They think that failure just leads to you getting up those stairs to success, which that's not how that works. You obviously learn from your failures to improve. No, they don't learn from their failures. They don't try to be innovative. They don't try to make things better. They continue to make garbage just like this that is going to end up being nothing more than a burnt heaping pile of shit. Because that's what it is. It's like Gotham High, for those of you who may remember that. Oh, that was trash in the making. Selena Kyle being in a love triangle with an Asian Bruce Wayne. Jack Napier is also going after Selena Kyle. Alfred is gay. I mean, seriously, who asked for this? Who? This is not going to save the comic book industry. Also, we can't forget that deal that they made with a very terrible, shitty company making horrible comics to try to save a dying IP of theirs that they've absolutely ruined and burned to the ground. And its book run didn't even get a full physical copy print because it was so bad it wasn't even selling. Then they tried to do a crossover that was also garbage and it wasn't selling. Which we knew that deal was a disaster in the making. But if you take a look at manga, right? Manga itself, is just doing fantastic because it creates great entertainment that reels people in, that makes people want to go back for more. They look at DC and Marvel, and they just see them as nothing more than a joke because they just look at it and they go, oh, they're competition to us? Which goes to show that, DC and Marvel, they're not competition to manga. And manga is doing great. But take a look at this terrible art that is in this book. Just the flashy, glowy lights just around. And then the daughter herself, is just dyeing her hair black because, oh, I'm edgy. Oh, man, look, I'm rebellious. I'm going through a rebellious phase, Mom. You don't understand me, Mom. This is so terrible. Oh, man, this is like that terrible CalArts Tumblr art crap. Oh, man, it's so... Oh, it's garbage. They expect this to sell. They expect this to be good. You see, this is terrible. They don't have the time to even make it look good. They're just oh, yeah, quantity over quality. Right there, the scene as I was saying, oh, you don't understand my struggles, Mom. It's... Oh... God, this is a disaster. It's gonna be trash. I mean, look, you can tell by looking at this. This is awful. Ugh. To think this is the modern day comic book industry in America. This is modern DC right here. This is modern DC. When they used to publish such good stuff back in the day, this is what it is now. God, it's they hire these talentless hacks, that produce terrible shit for themselves. They make it for themselves, and it's just garbage. And this is what's been ruining it. This is what has been just coming into the industry. This is what they've been hiring, not talent, but rather these clowns to work in their industry, to make books, not comics for people who actually enjoyed them. Rather, they want to run off the actual fans that they had and then create this trash for people on Twitter that don't even buy their books, that don't even have anybody. They just sit on Twitter all day long. They look at something that could offend them and then they go, ah! And then, throw their expired cat food cans that they've already eaten out of just at their screens. That's basically what happens. Look, this is not going to save the industry, and it's only going to lead DC to further ruin and just get completely axed. I mean, this is what it's going to do. This is not going to save anything. Them also making sure that nobody can respond to them. They can't have customer feedback. That's another thing. They're just shutting out, any opinions from people saying, hey, look, this is not good. Actually make stuff that people's going to like. Instead of listening to that, instead of listening to criticism, they want to shut that out. Not let people give them feedback on their product and just push this out even though it's not going to sell. It's just going to sit there and rot on shelves because that's what's going to happen. This is the garbage that they continue to produce that continues to not make them money. And this is why manga's completely blasting them. This is why manga is completely exploding in popularity because it's actually creating good entertainment as opposed to the American comic industry like DC and Marvel, because DC and Marvel produce this terrible trash that nobody wants, nobody likes, and nobody cares for? But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you were new here, and make sure you were still subscribed, because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all their favorite channels, so make sure you were still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like, and also be sure to share the video on social media. Spread the word and get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, be sure to follow me on both Discord and Minds. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it will keep you up to date on when the newest videos will be released, as well as any other upcoming events in the near future. So be sure to follow me on both Discord and Minds. The links are in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow can always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you. And have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.